Yeah, it's completely denied scouting for TACOPAUL.
And Taco going for the gas, and now JwoOzy just putting down his gas. So it looks like pretty mirrored openings. Taco looks like he's going to try to scout. He accidentally sent his SCV to the wrong base, it looks like, but now he's going to try to come up this wall.
That is what happens when you
Yeah,
click on their base and there's a wall up.
yeah, it won't let you
Yes,
go, and it'll rally you to some
yeah.
other place. And looks like he's just going to hide in JwoOzy's natural, so he will know when JwoOzy tries to expand. And there's the orbital coming down for both of them at almost exact same time.
Very slightly by TACOPAUL, but
Yeah.
not a great deal at this point in the game.
And one
Looks
Marine
like
coming out for both of them. Both
SCV's
still
just
on
been
one
turned
gas.
away.
And there goes the factory for Taco.
You could see mech play possibly out of this player.
I've
Always
noticed
possible.
that Hellbat drops have been very popular in TVT recently.
Yeah, in all matchups actually, Hellbat drops
Yeah,
are very
Hellbat drops
strong
are pretty much good against everything.
They do so much damage against workers, and
Yeah. If you drop two Hellbats at once, they'll pretty much instantly kill almost the entire mineral line. And there just now goes down the factory and the command center for JwoOzy.
options to build inside his main and not go
Yeah.
straight for the natural.
Looks like he's going to try to chase down that SCV. That's good, because if he had tried to build on the natural, that SCV would have noticed. And there, Tech Lab coming down on the barracks for TACOPAUL, and his second barracks just finishing, and a reactor going down on his factory. Meanwhile, JwoOzy is putting down an engineering bay. Looks like he might be worried about drops, or he just wants to get out those early upgrades.
Definitely looking like a more macro, long time build out of JwoOzy here.
Taco now just putting his what was that, a scan? I heard a scan. JwoOzy has scanned the main of TACOPAUL, seeing that factory, seeing the reactor in the factory, and that second barracks. And he's just opting to build his expansion right on it. He feels safe enough. He's got a lot of Marines out. Let's actually check that number. It's 6 Marines to 7 Marines, and exactly 22-22 in worker counts. So it's very even so far. And actually, the starport going down for JwoOzy looks like he is going to want to try to do some early drop play. And the bunker going down for Taco, and as well as a couple of Hellions. And the second gas being built now for JwoOzy. Still only one gas right now for Taco.
The factory and starport being switched around, so we'll be able to make double medevacs. So it looks like it's going to be a bio play from JwoOzy here, rather than a mech play.
He has not started any upgrades with his engineering bay.
Another scan goes down at the natural of TACOPAUL.
So he does see that he's got that expansion and the bunker up. He's now building his first Marauder and researching STIM. Both of them researching STIM, but Taco very far ahead.
And he's getting further ahead in worker count because that earlier expansion at his natural.
JwoOzy's now 6
into his natural.
6 ahead in worker count. He just left that second command center in his natural to double produce, and now it looks like he's moving over. And a second engineering bay going down, so he's looking like he's going to be serious about those upgrades. A single medevac coming out. And
no, both of them have engineering bays, but neither of them actually researching upgrades at the moment. So
good little bioforce here. He's got a decent amount of Hellions. He's now sending them out.
This could actually do a lot of damage to JwoOzy's base. It doesn't have much in terms of units yet.
And especially Marines can be, if microed well by Taco, the Hellions can do a lot of damage to mostly Marine force. And it looks like
there's
the
only
first
one order out.
And +1 coming down for both of them, +1 attack, that is. stim about to finish for JwoOzy. It's been done for a while for Taco. And he's now...
Mule's rallied down there to the... And there might have been a misclick, so the SCVs have gone to the... rally to the Marines now, they're not gone to the base.
He's got several... Yeah,
there we go.
He just now noticed. And he just noticed that there was an SCV for Taco in the base. Looks like he's going to try to do a full wall off here with supply depots.
Which is actually very good at choice against someone who's going mech with the Hellion, so won't be able to get through.
The first tank now coming out for TACOPAUL. And JwoOzy's got a couple Widow Mines buried. That will be very strong if he tries to push out with just those Marines. Even more Widow Mines being produced by JwoOzy.
I would like to see a drop right here because it could do a lot of damage.
Exactly. I don't. TACOPAUL does have one turret in his main and another turret on the side, but if you were to drop in the natural, it's pretty undefended. You'd probably get a Widow Mine down.
And I don't think the turret in the main is very central, so it could actually be
if he were to come over the natural area, he could definitely drop in just slightly to the side of that turret and be able to get a lot of damage done.
Also, it looks like there's a miss click with the rally point of the command center for TACOPAUL. There's about 6 SCVs which are actually following one of the SCVs.
Oh yeah, I know. I just noticed that he does have about 6 SCVs not doing anything. They're just following another SCV instead of actually mining.
So if you go to the income tab, actually, there's a 6 harvester lead by JwoOzy.
And so JwoOzy has about 600 minerals more and 300 gas more per minute. That's a pretty sizable difference. And JwoOzy has now burrowed a Widow Mine in the expansion of TACOPAUL, which is a very strong tactic. He'll now be able to kill any worker that tries to go over there, and we'll know at what point he's trying to expand. Looks like a drop coming in.
It looks like it will be spotted by the Hellions at the watchtower. See if it just might go outside of the range.
And JwoOzy now just scanning the natural, sees that there's nothing there, and it looks like it's just... I mean, check that vision for TACOPAUL.
Yeah, it's just gone outside the range of the watchtower, which is unfortunate. It might do a lot of damage.
Taco looks like he knows that something's coming after that scan. He's rallying Marines over here. This could be dangerous for JwoOzy, although if he just speed boosts over and drops those mines. Taco doesn't currently have a scan up, although he does have one almost finished.
The Widow Mines are actually quite a cheap unit, so if he does lose this, it's not as much of the issue.
He drops it, down. And he might lose that medevac. But he does manage to get... he does lose one Widow Mine. But I think
he killed... actually did any damage, did it? I think it just hit 2 single...
yeah, I think he only killed 2 single SCVs.
5 life. Because Widow Mines, they don't actually one-shot Terran SCVs because they have 5 more HP than Protoss and Zerg units.
It is rather unfortunate. And he lost 1 Widow Mine, which isn't all that expensive. I wonder where he's going to go from now. +1 armor finishing up for both of them right now, and +2 attack for JwoOzy, very far ahead.
Yeah, and with a much higher work lead as well. It looks like he's
this is looking good for JwoOzy. He's just now finished his 3rd command center. He's got a worker over in his 3rd just sitting there. I wonder what he's doing with that. And he has that medevac with a 1 mine in it still sitting there. He might have forgotten about that. Oh, he's actually...
possible that he's waiting for later for it.
He actually has a 2nd drop with another single Widow Mine up in the top.
If you could double drop at the same time and split the forces,
that could be very strong. He's going to be spotted by this turret, but it's not a very well placed turret, so he can just fly right past it. He just drops that mine. He's going to walk it right in. This could do a lot of damage, which are those grouped up SCVs.
And I don't think he actually killed anything.
Yeah, he did not kill anything. He's just going to pull some Marines up there and kill that. Now he's going to use his workers. That is unfortunate that missile turret was there.
Yeah, he really needs to drop 2 Widow Mines at a time so they have enough.
Because he's massively oversaturated on his minerals and his main TACOPAUL, that is. So if he had several Widow Mines, that would have done massive damage.
Yeah, it's dropping 2 missile turret, so there won't be any more chance of dropping at that location.
Yeah.
Both players taking the third at around the same time, and they're taking it the fourth location, which is interesting.
Yeah, it's a lot less defendable.
Yes, it is.
And JwoOzy actually has a Widow Mine in a medevac above his opponent's third, but I don't know if he remembers that that's there.
Yeah, both players seem to be unaware that it's hovering over there.
I'll check JwoOzy's vision. I wonder where he's looking right now. He's looking at his main. He's actually taking a fourth now in the usual standard third position. He does now notice that medevac and puts the mine down, flies away, but TACOPAUL has put the base a lot farther away than it usually is. At least it looks to me.
Yeah, it's set down in a not optimal position.
Yeah.
Hellions seem to be keeping track of that.
The Hellions, yeah, seem to just be trying to... Looks like he tried to attack that medevac with the Hellions, but they're just going to follow it, as they have no air attack. He's turning his third into a planetary fortress. It's an interesting decision for a usually pretty defensible spot.
Yeah, ideally you want to have the fourth planetary fortress.
And JwoOzy looks like he's going to try to load up a pretty deadly doom drop here.
Oh, this could do a lot of damage, especially if the... well, there's a lot of siege tanks for TACOPAUL. If he has sieged up in a correct position, then he could actually defend this quite easily.
I'm not sure if this could be absolutely catastrophic for either of them, depending on how he plays this. Looks like he's just going to pull it back. Yeah, because none of those siege tanks are sieged up, and TACOPAUL just only has siege tanks and marines.
He does have a medevac now, but he really needs some more.
Yeah, a single medevac. JwoOzy, I believe he has two Hellbats. Hellbats are very strong against marines, but he flies right over these Hellions now.
Oh, and this whole drop could get intercepted right here, and this could be absolutely devastating.
Let me check the vision. TACOPAUL saw the edge of that.
Each other. This could actually just JwoOzy going base trade.
There's a decent amount of units still in JwoOzy's base, though, but half of them are just sitting at the barracks. He looks like he did not rally all of them. He only rallied part of them. And he's just dropping all of his units in that third expansion. There's no army here for TACOPAUL. He's just sitting out in the middle. It looks like he has no idea how to react to this. JwoOzy can just push up here and do massive damage, and TACOPAUL has just no answer for this.
If those tanks get sieged, it could possibly help defend his base, but it looks like they're
not sieging. It looks like he's just going to try to go for the base trade. Those Widow Mines are doing massive damage to the Marines.
I'm not sure if I like this for either player. They might... Tanks have been sieged up.
It looks like I would say JwoOzy has the larger army here, and he does have a planetary fortress.
Yeah, he does have a much larger
army.
He's
down that tank. He's just running past that tank. I don't know where he's... JwoOzy does have the much larger army, and he would be able to just fly over and drop on those tanks. Yeah, the tanks are sitting on a mound of Widow Mines right now, so they're taking pretty heavy damage. Most of them are almost dead, and JwoOzy still has a good army still in his base, but he doesn't seem to be controlling them. He's just running his SCVs into those Marines, killing a couple of them, but he just has all these Marines and Marauders just doing nothing in his main. I think he's just now noticed them. He needs to have them kill those Marines.
I think if you look at the harvester lead, JwoOzy has actually got 6 SCVs remaining, and TACOPAUL's got 21. So if this game does stabilise somehow, then they all seem to be dying to that single Hellbat, which has now got 12 kills.
Looks like both of them are picking up bases and flying them away. An entire base trade here. I would say that JwoOzy has the superior army. He has 53 Marines to his opponent's 30 Marines, and he has 8 Marauders and 9 Medevacs, 2 Hellbats to the Taco's 30 Marines and 6 siege tanks. This looks like JwoOzy's got it.
Siege tanks are used. I think it's possible for the siege tanks to actually take out this Marine army, but I'm not sure if they're going to be in a correct position to do so.
If JwoOzy can just use the Medevacs well and just drop his army on top of the siege tanks, he will easily have this. And he is entirely... The supply is 101 for JwoOzy to 42 for TACOPAUL. This is not looking good for TACOPAUL. GG.
And
he's just going to give it up. Oh, we accidentally paused it.